Hello and welcome. This is Sean Wallace, and I want to welcome you to the training on the foundation for creating a profitable Facebook campaign. Now I'm going to walk you through my entire 9-step process to create a successful Facebook marketing campaign. In each one of these steps, it has its own individual training along with it, but I'm going to just walk you through each step very quickly so we can get an overview of the 9-step process. Step 1 is the marketing research phase, the competitor analysis phase, or we like to call it the spying phase. This is what you want to do before you set up your ads, but before you do anything else, you want to get in and learn as much as you can about your existing audience and your potential targeted audience and your competitors, all those types of things. So there are lots of great tools like Follow.net, which is a great competitor analysis tool. And then you have good tools like the Facebook search, the Facebook audience insights, Google Trends, and sites like SimilarWeb, Compete.com, and Quantcast.com. All those are great tools. You're going to be using those tools to learn more about your audience and their affinities. You know, people that like your page, people that like your competitor's page, and what other things they like to do, and what other types of behaviors they do as well. Those types of things. So we'll get into that in step 6, which is all about creating your ad. And we're going to get deeper into targeting and research targeting. There is a little bit more of redundancy here in this one step because we'll do it all again in step 6. Step 2 is your lead magnet. When people are taking a Facebook advertising course, what they want to do is learn the Facebook tricks and hacks, but they don't really realize that the most important part is the actual funnel, the process, the lead magnet, the landing page, the thank you page, and all this stuff is so important. Creating your ad is step 6. And we have a lot of things that are a lot more important than the actual Facebook ads themselves. We have to get this stuff right. I can't tell you how many calls I've had with new clients where it takes us a while before we start running ads because I look at their offer, their landing page, their thank you page, and I know almost immediately whether it's going to be successful or not. Usually I can tell that we have to change something up almost immediately. That is why this training is so important. All the stuff in here that you're going to learn. The lead magnet is basically your ethical bribe. It's the reason somebody is going to click on your ad, and it's the reason somebody may be going to give you their contact information, like their email address or their credit card for a small purchase. We like to use some kind of lead magnet or hook to incentivize people to opt in. Then we use the email marketing and retargeting to nurture them along the way, and eventually bringing them into our sales funnel to sell them the product or service. We want to use Facebook for the initial first date. So we want to gather that lead, and then once we have that person in our database, we can deliver more value and education, and then let them get to know us before we go ahead and try to sell them. You don't want to walk up to someone in a bar and introduce yourself and ask them to marry you, do you? You need to get to know them, eventually go out on a date together, then lots of dates, and then get engaged, and then become married. It's a process, and there's nothing different with a Facebook marketing plan either. See, Facebook is social. You have to remember that people are not on Facebook searching for an answer or a solution like they are on Google. So, great lead magnets are things like checklists, cheat sheets, webinar registrations, video series, free trials or demos of software, local and educational events like a free detox seminar for a fitness company, coupons or discounts like a buy one or get one free for a restaurant. You know, discounts and coupons are great for local businesses or live events, and then you can keep them as long-term, lifetime customers. So let's move on to step 3, which is your landing page. So your landing page is the page that they land on after they click on your ad, and the sole purpose of the landing page is basically to get them to take one action. In most cases, it's to give you their contact information, or maybe their name, or their email address, or their phone number. See, the goal is to get them to do that. And once you get them to give you their contact information, now you can use that email marketing and the retargeting content to educate them more. Or maybe the next page after they opt in, you have a 10 to 20 minute video or a webinar registration where you can educate them more on your product or service and move them into the sale. The landing page is key. See, Lead Page is one of my favorite tools in the world right now. It is the biggest game changer in Facebook. See, thanks to lead pages, so many different businesses, both small and large, are way more successful because they can be nimble and agile. They can create fast landing pages that are proven to convert, They have so many different templates that are designed by marketers and designers all over the world, and only the best ones get inside Leadpages. It's fast, easy, and you don't need any graphic design or technical skills. That's basically what the landing page is for, and it's very important. So step 4 is the thank you page. The thank you page is the page the visitors land on immediately after they opt into your landing page for your lead magnet. If it's a purchase, then the thank you page is their confirmation page after they make the purchase. We also call the thank you page the money page, or step 2, or the next step after the landing page. So step 1 is your landing page, and step 2 is your thank you page, and you may have a step 3 as an upsell or cross-sell. This could be multiple steps after the landing page. The thank you page is the most common name for it though. So this is a super important page. Like I said, it's the money page. It's where you already have their contact information, they've already opted in, and now it's where you can deliver value and trust. This is also where you may have 10 to a 15 or 20-minute video to get them to take the next action or to sell a product or service. So the thank you page is really critical. This is also where you're going to be putting your conversion or remarketing codes or your website custom audiences, which is basically Facebook versions of remarketing. And if you don't know what it is, don't worry. I have another training on that. But basically, in order to track conversions, you have to have a conversion pixel on your thank you page, not the landing page, because Facebook knows every click that lands on your landing page. But only the ones that count as a conversion are the ones that land on your thank you page. This is why we put conversion pixels on the thank you page, and it's really important for that. We also want to have a remarketing list there so we have campaigns to retarget people who have already opted in but haven't bought yet, and lots of different things like that. Let's move on to step 5, which is the Facebook post. The next step in this 9-step process is the actual Facebook post itself. And like I said, the most critical part is having this process in place and having a good place for them to go to. Now is where we start the Facebook side of things. If you want to get in the news feed, which is the best real estate on Facebook, you're going to have to start that ad as a Facebook post. Then we amplify it with Facebook ads. You can create a post a few different ways, which I'll go in more depth in other videos. But you can either create a post right on your Facebook fan page and then go into the ads manager to create an ad around that post, or you can actually create a post inside your ads manager itself. It's a little bit more limited inside the regular ads manager on text characters and stuff like that. Or you can use the Power Editor to create a dark post or unpublished post. That way you can run an ad to that post, and in some cases you can even make it so it doesn't show up on your fan page by itself. It only shows up in the news feed for the audience that you choose to put it in front of. So let's move on to step 6, which is actually creating your ad. Now what you're going to do is either use the ad manager or the Power Editor to create an ad and amplify your post from step 5. You're going to put it in front of the exact ideal targeted audience. You can place that right in their news feed, or you can even have that post in the sidebar of the right column. I have a lot of stuff in other videos that is all about your targeting audience, baiting and budgeting, ad creation, and all those types of things. I'm not going to cover that in this training. So let's move on to step 7, which is optimizing your campaign. Once you get your ads up and running, you have to get into Facebook's reporting tool, and it's an awesome reporting tool. And start digging in deep to find out which placements are working best, news feeds or sidebars. Find out which of these things are best when it comes to mobile or desktop. Your ads are performing better on mobile, or do you have a funnel that works well for mobile? Are you getting cheaper clicks on mobile or on desktop? And in some cases we get cheaper clicks on mobile, but we might get less conversions on mobile because our landing page and thank you pages aren't optimized for mobile. So always be thinking about these things. A lot of the times you'll get cheaper clicks on mobile, but if you don't have a funnel set up right, you're trying to sell something on a thank you page, then you might be better off sticking on the desktop. But the cool thing is that you can get into your reporting and find out not only which ads are working best, but where, but I also can find out which audiences too as well. I can find out which demographic data, age, male, female, etc., and narrow down the interest level, and then figure out what's working and find my little pockets that work best and take those pockets and start scaling out with those. And that's what we'll do. Now let's move on to step 8, which is email marketing. This next step is to move email marketing to move people into taking action. As I said, Facebook is like the first date, and it's the first time you meet somebody. It's the introduction. So you need to use email to build the relationship, that friendship, and eventually turn them into a customer or a client. Now, step 9 is retargeting. Step 8 and 9 work simultaneously together. You can be using email marketing at the same time you are retargeting your visitors. So what's retargeting? Well, retargeting is when somebody lands on your website, landing page, or your blog, and they leave the site and go back to another site, such as Facebook or a news site. Then they see a banner ad or a Facebook ad about your business that brings them back into your sales process. Have you ever been on Amazon or any of the big e-commerce sites to buy a product, and then you leave that site and you see an ad for that product and wonder what the heck is that? Well, that's called retargeting or remarketing, and we can do that with Facebook. It's one of the biggest impact things you can do to get conversions. You're going to be using email marketing and retargeting to bring people back, to bring people that opted in but maybe didn't buy yet, to bring people that have been to your blog back to your landing page, and all these types of things. See, we want to use Facebook to find our exact targeted audience, and then we have to use remarketing and content and email marketing to build that trust. To build that trust, you have to have this stuff in place, or you'll never get Facebook to work for you. You have to understand this, and once you do, it's a good time. Once you do, you can now turn that into money. See, once you understand this process and put it in place, then all this turns into a lot of money and profits in your business. This might look a little overwhelming at first, but that's why I have training modules on each one of these where we can go into a lot more depth in each step. The thing is, with technology these days, with things like lead pages, conversion tracking, and how easy it is to create videos, you can put this process together so much faster with a smaller team than you ever thought possible, and it's really powerful. So I'm really excited to be able to help you and show you on how to put these types of things together in your business. So to put this in place and start profiting from Facebook fast, what you want to do is just click the link right below this video and schedule actually a strategy session where I'll help you map out a complete custom blueprint for your business, helping you map out a Facebook strategy that'll help you be able to increase the ROI within your business. So if this interests you or you found this post very interesting, what you want to do is just leave comments below, and then also click the link below here to schedule a free strategy session where I can help you implement these 9 steps within your business. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and we'll talk soon.